and the shiny hair clip. Once upon a time, in the crowded streets of a big city, lived a tiny girl named Leah. Leah had bright green eyes and shiny brown hair that cascaded down to her shoulders. But Leah's favorite thing in the world was a hair clip that shone with all the colors of the rainbow, a gift from her grandmother. On this clip were tiny, shiny stones in red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Every time she wore it, Leah's hair sparkled as if it were carrying a little rainbow. Leah had named the clip Sparkle. Sparkle wasn't just a clip, it was like Leah's best friend. When she wore it, she felt brave, happy, and special. At school, while playing in the garden, and even in her dreams, Sparkle was always with her. One Saturday morning, the sun was shining brightly. Leah clipped Sparkle into her hair and set off with her mother to go to the market. The market was a lively place filled with colorful vegetables, fresh flowers, and cheerful crowds. Leah held her mother's hand, looking around and smiling. She looked admiringly at the red apples, purple grapes, and yellow lemons. As they wandered through the market, a toy suddenly caught Leah's attention. She let go of her mother's hand and ran towards a stall with colorful balls. She touched the balls, jumped, and giggled. When her mother found her, Leah's heart was still beating with joy. On the way home, Leah touched her hair. But her fingers didn't touch her clip. "Where is it?" she murmured. She frantically felt her hair and checked her bag. Sparkle was gone. Leah's eyes filled with tears. She felt a big emptiness in her heart. Sparkle, her favorite clip, was gone. It was as if the sun had suddenly hidden behind the clouds. Tears began to roll down her cheeks. Seeing Leah's sadness, her mother hugged her tightly. "Maybe you dropped it, my dear," she said gently. "Tomorrow morning, first thing, we will go back to the market and look for it." But it was impossible for Leah to sleep that night. She tossed and turned in her bed. When she closed her eyes, the image of Sparkle's bright colors would appear and fade in her mind. She felt very lonely and sad. It was as if all the colors had drained from her life. The next morning was a sunny Sunday, but it wasn't very bright for Leah. She went to the market early with her mother. Leah had very little hope. Hundreds of people had passed through there yesterday. Who knew where Sparkle had been lost? The market was crowded again, just like yesterday. Leah walked with her head down, dragging her feet. She looked at the vegetable stalls and passed by the florist. She bent down and checked everywhere. "I wish I could find it," she thought to herself. Just as she was starting to lose hope, something caught her eye. Right under the fruit stall, a bright light. Leah ran quickly in that direction. And yes, there it was. Next to a red apple, with its tiny stones shining brightly, Sparkle was winking at her with all its colors. Leah picked it up from the ground. She let out a little squeal of joy. "Sparkle! I found it!" She clutched her clip tightly. Her heart was beating thump-thump this time with joy. It was as if all the lost colors had returned and lit up Leah from the inside. Her tears were now tears of happiness. She hugged her mother, and then clipped Sparkle back into its favorite place, her hair. After that day, Leah took even better care of Sparkle. But she also learned an important lesson: sometimes the most precious things can be lost, but if we don't lose hope and keep looking, we can find them again. And sometimes, the joy of regaining something can be even greater than getting it for the first time. Sparkle always shone in Leah's hair, reminding her of adventure, hope, and the value of friendship.